Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Law Murray on your TL, and I'm going to tell you now. This is the 2024 NBA Epitome Game Series, where I pick out one game from each team from the last regular season. I am putting the spotlight on the biggest weakness of the 14 teams that missed the playoffs and the biggest strength of the 16 playoff teams from the regular season. This installment features the Houston Rockets. The Rockets were the worst team in basketball under Steven Silas for 3 years, but Ime Udoka's first season as head coach, along with veteran additions Fred VanVleet and Dillon Brooks, restored respectability back to Houston. However, there is still a lot of work left to do. Despite Houston finishing at 500, they didn't make the playoffs, and they didn't even make the play-in tournament. They're still a bottom 5 team in the West, with some room for improvement offensively. The epitome game for the Rockets came at Phoenix to end the month of February. It's a game that actually in some ways is a credit to the Rockets and how far they have come in many regards. They took care of the ball, crashed the offensive glass, got to the line, made free throws, took a ton of threes. They just couldn't make shots at all. All right, so we're going to establish Alperen Şengün, right? He's the leading scorer on the Rockets and the only starter that made better than 46% from the field on the season. Except he struggled mightily in this game. Missed all 3 of his first quarter attempts, held to single digits, fouled out, and got ejected. It was a nasty first quarter overall because Devin Booker outscored the entire Rockets team. This is some of what I'm talking about, right? The Rockets, they were down 21 early, but they got back into the game. Yeah, they're trying to take threes. They miss here, but they're going to at least give themselves extra opportunities. Dillon Brooks, offensive rebound. But this is the kind of game that it was for the Rockets. Dillon Brooks shut down inside by Yusuf Nurkic, and that's an empty trip for Houston. Jalen Green had a great second quarter. Jalen Green did not have a great second half. He missed 11 out of 14 shots. The Rockets were the worst isolation offense in the league, and it's possessions like this that show you why. Jalen Green beats his man, can't finish. This is a critical sequence in the game. Devin Booker and Cam Whitmore had a little hold me back right before this. Cam Whitmore tries Yusuf Nurkic. Maybe you score, get some momentum. Instead, he gets blocked twice. It's an empty trip for Houston, and the comeback attempt is pretty much extinguished. The Rockets made a season-low 33.3% of their shots in Phoenix, and only the Nets, Trailblazers, and Grizzlies were worse from the field for the season. But do you remember the James Harden trade from 2021 that sent the former MVP to Brooklyn? Well, one of those first-round picks turned into number 3 overall, and the Rockets used it to select Reed Sheppard, the first guard taken in the 2024 NBA draft. The entire rotation returns for the Rockets, but a big question is whether or not Jalen Green gets an extension prior to the season. Stay tuned for the next installment of the 2024 NBA Epitome Game Series featuring the Golden State Warriors.